Hey guys, it's Crystal here from the Riley and Rose channel, and today we're gonna do a new series. Chantal and I decided to start a new series where we start reviewing Korean dramas that we watched. So we're gonna give you like synopsis, we're gonna tell you what we liked, what we didn't like, we have spoiler alert. We're gonna get into, before we get into that, our Riley and Rose Eagle Print 5-panel cap. If you want it, if you want to buy one, because it looks so fancy, I'll put the link below to our temporary website where you can buy one. Our Riley and Rose 5-panel. Every episode, I'm going to be plugging a different product off of our line. Okay, so today we're going to review the Heirs. Alright, so synopsis of the Heirs. Basically, if you've watched our last video about stereotypes of Korean dramas, this drama has all those stereotypes. Synopsis is there are a group of heirs to multi-million-dollar companies in Korea, and they all go to the same high school. There's this girl who is none of the above. She is poor. Her mother works for one of those rich, well-to-do people. Sum it up in a nutshell, there's two rich guys fighting over this girl. She ends up going to their high school, which is this full of rich people, and which has a class system, and basically it ends happily ever after. There's a lot of like drama, there's a lot of like fathers and mothers trying to split them apart and all that stuff, but it ends up happily. What I liked about this drama, first and foremost, it kept me on the edge of your seat a bit, you know? You wanted to watch the next episode to see what happened. They had the cliffhangers. They were good with the cliffhangers. That's what I noticed about Korean dramas. Very good with cliffhangers at the end. You want to see what happens next in the next episode. Thank God I watched this later and not while it was airing, so I could just marathon the whole thing and not like be like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next all week? You know, I'm waiting for the next episode. So I love the cliffhangers. I love that the story, you know, it was somewhat complex. The characters were not they weren't two-dimensional. They had a bit of complexity to them. I love that different characters had different backstories and they all contributed to the main plot. And some of them had their own like mini subplots. I like that. I like when a story is complex. There's not just one plot, but there's a whole bunch of other subplots. So this drama had some of that. I also like the use of fashion in this drama, especially with the male fashion. But yeah, so the fashion was on point. I like the acting. The crying was, you know, realistic. Because one of the things that irks me about Korean dramas is crying. That's so unrealistic. But the crying, But the crying was pretty realistic. The emotion, I could feel the emotion from the characters, and I like to connect to the characters. So I was able to connect to the characters in this drama. Oh, I loved the use of ikemen. Good looking men. It's a Japanese word. I love the use. There was a lot of good looking guys in this drama. So if you watch shows just for the sake of watching good looking people, this is the drama for you, because there was a lot of good looking guys and good looking girls. What I didn't like the fact that it was a little bit on the stereotypical side. Like I could almost sort of kind of predict what was gonna happen next. Like it followed the traditional like Korean drama, you know, parents are trying to split them apart, they fall apart, and they get back together, and then they fall apart again, and then they get back together. I didn't really like that too much. It was kind of predictable. So there wasn't too surprised. There wasn't anything that was like, oh my god. I don't recall having that moment. So I didn't like the predictability. I didn't like that they had every freaking stereotype that you can find in Korean drama in this one drama. I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch our top 10 stereotypes of Korean dramas. I'm talking about the wrist grab, I'm talking about the stares, I'm talking about just go back and watch. And then when you go watch this drama, check it off the list. Check it off. All the stereotypes that you see. Okay, so basically at the end, everything works out fine. The main character ends up with the main guy. They end up happily ever after. They get their dream. They're able to conquer their father, and they get everybody on their side. The guy's arch nemesis finally is able to like accept and just leave them as they are. They're no longer fighting. They even help each other out in the end. And basically they just live happily ever after. You can predict that they're probably gonna get married. Mind you, these kids are like in high school, and this guy is like madly in love and willing to pull the moon and the sun and the earth together for this girl. I don't know what 17-year-old does that nowadays, but this is K-drama world, so exists in K-drama world. I would give this drama a 4 out of 5. Now this drama was one of the top rated dramas of 2013, and I understand why. I do. But for my taste personally, I didn't like the predictability too much, and that is what bumped off the star. So I would definitely put the Heirs on one of my top 5. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoy this. Don't forget to go to our website, check out the merchandise we got there, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, send us an email, tell us what you like, recommend any dramas you would like us to see, to watch, any topics you'd like us to talk about, videos you'd like us to review, and we're gonna do it for you guys because we're here to please you people. Like I always say, subscribe to your mama, subscribe to your daddy, and rat, cat, pat, pat, subscribe. Peace.